Pastor Christopher Murundi, the director of the Lutheran Institute of Regenerative Agriculture, and I'm here joined today wearing our LIRA shirts, which I'll talk more about at the end of the video. I'm standing here today with Clara Seipel. Clara has been our first Summer Steward. She's been our inaugural Summer Steward, our guinea pig, so to speak, and I wanted to introduce her to you as she's being close to getting done here. Wanted to introduce her to you and have her talk about the kinds of things that she's been doing out here on the farm this past summer as we get going here. She knew when she came that we wouldn't have all the systems ready to go, that we'd be doing a lot of infrastructure work and that sort of thing, and that's been the kind of summer that she's had. So Clara, tell us about yourself. Where are you from, Clara?
I'm from Mills County. For anybody who knows the town, north of Malvern, that's where I go to high school. I'll be starting my senior year of high school after this summer ends, which, yeah, it's not going to be too long till then, so that will be fun. Yeah, I've been here since, what did you say, mid-July,
Yeah, probably even June.
Yeah, it was June. Early June. I've been out working. Been lots of work, clearing out the barn, working on the house, working on everything there is to work on, pretty much.
How did you find out about LIRA? How did you get involved in this whole crazy thing?
Well, you are my pastor.
Oh, well, you
yeah.
know.
But I actually didn't hear about it in church. It was at a youth conference. Well, it was a church youth conference, but it wasn't at church service. I gave the spiel about what he was getting up to working on, and I thought, oh, well, that's exactly what I want to be doing. So we just started talking about it. We brought our camper out here, and wasn't a whole lot of planning that needed to happen.
Yep, just get you here and get you to work.
Yeah.
You kind of mentioned it, so talk a little bit. What are your interests in agriculture? What kind of things are you thinking about doing?
I'm really interested in dairy and sort of doing more finished products than just sending out raw products. Like my family row crops, we just do corn and soybeans. We haven't had any livestock, really. We haven't had any commercial livestock as long as I've been around. So it's been really interesting to get to work with more livestock here, because I want to get into livestock, and I'm not sure how much I would want to do with more horticulture, or at least in terms of conventional. I don't think I would want to do conventional row cropping or any of that. It's a decent job, but I don't think it's really what I'm interested in doing. Yeah, I want to work with animals, I want to work with my hands, not with machines. I want to make things and make good quality things.
Oh, cool, wonderful. What kinds of things have we had you doing here? You mentioned a few of them, but you could even just talk about what we just got done doing a couple of minutes ago.
We just got done feeding and watering the chickens. That's a couple times a day.
Yep.
We go out and do that. I think the watering is a bit more the intensive chore than just the feeding, but maybe that's just because that's what I do. we make sure their waters are all topped off, because if they get low, that will not end very well. You could have chickens dropping off, you could have them with broilers. It makes them a pain to have to fix them, which we just got done with that last week. We finished butchering our first batch of broilers, and I probably won't be around for the next batch, which is such a tragedy. And then I'm also in charge of going out and I check the charge on our electric fence for our cattle, because to keep them in their individual paddocks, and so that they don't overgraze or undergraze the ground.
Yeah, and every few days you and I go out there and we switch them to the next one, right? And you and I earlier in the summer did a lot of electric fence moving. Now we've kind of got our paddock system set up. But you and I walked a lot of miles out there, where one of us drove the tractor and the other one picked up fence and wire out there in the field. We did a lot of that.
Or put it down.
Or put it down. Yep. So we did a lot of that early on in the summer. And the weather's not so bad in Iowa, is it?
Well, it really fluctuates. That's a big. Well, if there's one thing I've learned, it's that I'm not much of a summer person. I've found, at least not much of a heat person. I've very much enjoyed these past few days we've been having here. It's been very overcast and cool. It's been a little bit humid for my tastes, but I prefer cool humidity than hot humidity, which is what we were getting otherwise.
Yep.
There wasn't much dry heat, except earlier in the summer.
What about the academic side? Now we've been, again, you're the guinea pig, so we're just kind of getting things going here. What have you and I been doing on the academic side this summer?
Well, together we've been reading through a grammar on German, learning lots of grammar that I never even learned the English words for, which has been a bit of a curveball, but we're getting through it.
Yep.
We're going through our chapters, and we read them, and then we go through them together, and then we separate and we read them. And of course, this isn't happening in a single day.
No.
That'd be a lot. But so we've been studying German, and I had the option to do Latin, or I could have studied Shakespeare or just classic literature or The Lord of the Rings, which was very tempting, but I thought German would be a more pressing matter for me to go over before I get old.
Yeah. Well, and tell us real quick, just to kind of fill in your own biography. What's your interest in German? What kind of German stuff do you do? Just about every week.
Yeah, at the German American Society in Omaha, in Nebraska. Well, it's practically Iowa, but we're also practically Nebraska, so there's not much to say about that. But I go out there every Tuesday when I can, and I'm part of the Heimattänzer, which is the folk dancing group, and we perform for bus tours and during Oktoberfest, Christmas, My Fest, whatever other fests they put on, we're usually there.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Well, it's been a true joy to have Clara here with us. Kind of, again, she knew that she'd be coming on the ground floor, that we wouldn't have everything kind of all set up nice and neat, and she's been a really good sport about that. And she's been helping us set things up and helping us learn how both to get this farm going, and then also what it's like to have a student here to help us out. So I have a couple exhortations for you, dear friends. Number one. If you are interested in becoming like Clara, either next year, the year after that, joining our Summer Steward program, please reach out. We've already had people inquiring, and it'll all depend on our generous donors, how many people we can bring out here, and how quickly the infrastructure gets put together. So if you're interested, reach out, lutheransinag@gmail.com. So that's number one. Number two, I just mentioned the generous donors. We need those of you that the Lord has blessed, both with the means and also with a passion for this kind of project, to step forward so that we can bring out more and more young people out here to learn how to raise their own food and continue to do even more different things than what Clara got to experience. We're going to continue adding systems as the years go on. So those are my two exhortations to you. And finally, want to show off our shirts. So model our shirt for us. So this, and I'll move your hair so we can see. There we go. These are our brand new LIRA shirts. So we've got a number of if you sign up as a monthly donor, we can send them out to you. We also might do a fundraiser with these here very soon. But we're real excited. We're excited that the day they came in the mail, we were telling the UPS driver all about it. We were so excited that they showed up. So thank you, friends. Thank you for your support. Thank you, Clara, for spending the summer out with us to be such an incredible help. I definitely, when she's gone at different events throughout the summer, I definitely notice, because she's been such a wonderful, tremendous help for us out here on the farm. Friends, thank you so much. Continue to pray for us, consider supporting us, and keep watching our YouTube channel, our Facebook page. God's blessings. Have a great day.